Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report Pre-Market Pulsescan. Today is Tuesday, January the 30th of 2018, and the time is 6:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Taking a look at the overnight action. Bitcoin futures are down $250 at 10,920. The Dow is down 161 at 26,269. E-mini Nasdaq 100 is down 31 at 69.61.5. E-mini S&P 500 futures are down 12 and a quarter at 28.41 and a quarter. Russell futures down almost 9 points. Right now it's down 8.7 at 15.89.10. Natural gas is up about 2 cents at $3.19. Gold is up $2.90 at $13.48, and silver is up 8 cents at $17.21. Crude oil up over 57 cents at $64.97, and bonds are unchanged at 148.04. Soybeans up $1.50 at 9.93. And the euro is up 38 pips at 124.65. Pound sterling up 37 pips at 141.41. And the Aussie is up 2 pips at 81.03. And the US dollar is down 25 pips at 89.05. Looking at the first chart here, this is the Bitcoin futures. As you can see, downtrend is firmly established on both the weekly chart here and the daily chart here. We did not get that momentum boost last week. Perhaps the market will reverse and turn around this week. We shall see. Market does need to close at 12,467. Got to close above that in order to put it into the current downtrend. And I think the market is getting ready to do just that. Taking a look now at the XIV. It should be noted also that the daily crash alerts that came out last night are definitely coming into play. On the weekly chart of the XIV, the market has officially given up momentum so far this week. In order to put in a reversal, the market needs to close above 135.86. Failure to do that will open up the door for more downside next week, getting us to the possibility of dropping below 122.51 temporarily. Any pullback should be met with key support down at these levels here, and then of course you got the rampage coming up here that takes you into the summer. If you look at the daily chart here down in the corner, you can see there's a gap down on the daily chart, which will need to be reckoned with regardless of trend. Got to fill in the gap. So if we close here, it will be the official top, short-term top, if we lose this momentum and close like this, for the record. All right, what else we got? Let's look at the Nasdaq. All right, as you can see here, the bull market trend is still very much alive and established. If you look here just daily in the corner, market still hasn't given up momentum yet. But you could say that on the daily chart, it could be in jeopardy of doing just that. But on the weekly, you got a way to go yet. As long as the market stays at closes above 68.11 and a half this week, this trend is very much still intact. Taking a look at silver. Still sideways within the Kumo cloud of death, but also maintaining positive momentum. A close above 1710 would keep that intact going into next week. All right, let's take a look now at bonds. That's been getting a lot of talk in the news. All right, you're in an established downtrend within a bear market. All bear market rallies being sold. This is no different. The market closes above 149.22 this week. It puts an end to the downtrend, and you would have a short-term bottom in place. All right, switching focus now to crude oil. The bullish trend is still intact. The market closes above 63.60, then it carries positive momentum over into next week. A close below that will put in a short-term top. All right, let's take a look at the dollar. All right, even though the dollar came roaring back on the Trump talk in Davos, downtrend is still very much so intact. A close below 90.50 keeps the bear market intact. A close above 90.50 puts it in to the downtrend, and then we would have a short-term bottom. All right, let's see here. GDXJ. All right, so the market is losing the momentum, positive momentum that it had last week. In order to regain that, it needs to close about $34.22. Failure to do so does open up the door to more downside potential as the market heads toward $32.13. So right now, it is accelerating and picking up downside momentum. It has broken past the first, second, and third supports so far, and it is in a free fall state. Let's see, what else? Oh, let's look at hack. All right, pulling back a bit off of that 34 mark. It closed at 33.50 yesterday. Still, hack over 30 bucks is a problem. Expect a lot more chaos within the cybersecurity space in the coming days and weeks. As long as this thing stays elevated above 30, you can expect action. And this trend line is well intact. The market closes above $33.07 this week, then the pandemonium and chaos will continue. This opens the door wide. The spigot is fully turned on all the way until it drops back below 30. That's just an FYI. What has NAC been doing? Knick knack patty whack. Wow, nothing. Mad bearish. Look at this. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a gap down here on this weekly chart. Speaking of that, take a look at the GBTC. It got too rich for a lot of people, so they went ahead and did a split. All right, so here you are. This is no longer in the thousands. It's now officially a $19 stock. And the prices on the chart have been updated to reflect that. Let me make sure that my market data did too. Yeah, it looks that way, folks. They went back and corrected. Yep, it's good for the data as well. Sometimes it takes forever for them to do the data right. Like, remember dry ships had stayed jacked up for some time, or should I say untradeable, because it kept doing all these reverse splits. I'm sorry, stock splits and then reverse splits and splits. So that messes things up tremendously. Can't work like that. All right, so this one remains intact for now. So for those of you who couldn't get in, you can definitely get in now at these low prices. Momentum is gaining, even though it's still technically, it's trading below its momentum line of $19.86. It needs to close above that this week to put an end to this downtrending cycle here on the weekly chart. All right, and you got mad rampage coming up in June that could put this into the 40s. All right, so that's going to be the upward trajectory target. First immediate target is $40 a share on this one. All right, so I think that's about it. So all that needs to be talked about. Just remember, folks, we had a lot of crash alerts in last night's pulse wave cycles. It does not mean that the stock market has officially topped out. It just means that you had crash alerts for the day. That's it. All right, the trend is your friend. You can use these crash alerts as opportunities to get your long tickets in, because when this is all done, the market's going back up. I think this is the markets are just acting ahead of the Fed news. It's a big week with a lot of data coming out, so the markets are acting accordingly. So what you can do is just wait, let the dust settle, and do what you have to do. The first hurdle is going to be Wednesday with the Fed, so the markets are doing this ahead of that. Then they're going to rally into the announcement like they always do. And then you have big news on Thursday with the jobless claims and something else, I think. And so markets are going to behave accordingly. All right, it could shake markets. So it could make Friday a very interesting day as well. All right, so with that being said, understand what's going on. All right, and the only way for you to do that is going to pulsewavetrading.com. Take the free study course. Study course is free with your purchase of the weekly pulse wave price triggers. Everything is included with that, including live training with yours truly, one-on-one coaching, access to the premium trading room, and a whole lot of study courses and tutorials and goodies to help you along the way to learn how to read these algorithms so that you can stay ahead of the market. Aren't you tired of the big central banks running your stop every time you put a trade on? Well, now you can put the power into your hands and you can run their stops. Learn how to do that with the weekly pulse wave price triggers. And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.